and you are more than welcome to show your beautiful face if you want to. I'm going to show mine, and let me find the mute all. I'm going to mute everyone so we can get started. Perfect. So I want to welcome you guys to this call. I think the majority of you know me, but I'm going to reintroduce myself. Let me get all this together. Let's see. Share my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Give me a thumbs up. No? Thumbs up. Perfect. Let me move all y'all over here. So we're going to welcome you guys to the Weight Loss Accelerator live overview. This should take about 35, 45 minutes. And if you have any questions, you can always put them in the chat. Because I got some important information I want to share, and I want to make sure that I got this where I can let other people in as they come in. So give me 1 second. And thank you guys for spending time with me. I promise I'll be as short, because I can get long-winded. I'll be as short as I can. Now I'm an old man, so I'm even more long-winded. So our objective of this live overview is to help you understand goals for weight loss. I'm not sure if anybody in here wants to lose any weight, but I hope that's why you're here, because I'm going to help you no matter where you are in the world. I'm going to educate you on the health risk of being overweight or obese, explain the benefits of weight loss and improving your quality of life. I'm going to explain Weight Loss Accelerator, how it can help you achieve your goals fast, like faster than boot camp fast. Show you how to get started today and lose 25 to 40 pounds in the next 5 weeks. I'm just curious. Let me change this a little bit to see if anybody on here could stand to lose a couple of pounds. I'm trying to see how I can unmute everybody. Unmute or give me a thumbs up or something. If anybody in here could lose a couple of pounds. I got a thumbs up. Okay, that means you can hear me good. So, who am I? My name is Shannon Hamilton. I currently live in Glendale, Arizona. I'm a med spa owner now. For all of you guys that know I was boot camp, the boot camp guy. And I'm a consulting and coaching coach for med spas. And I am a co-creator of Weight Loss Accelerator. I'm a former gym owner. I've helped a lot of you guys lose weight before and get in shape for over 20 years. Can you believe it's been that long? 20 years. Plus I have my own battles losing weight and keeping it off. Now I got a 6-pack. It's like a starter 6-pack. And I have over the years, I have a very clear understanding now of how to lose weight and keep it off. Because a lot of things, and I'm gonna be honest and transparent as always, a lot of things I learned as a personal trainer wasn't always true. I learned them and I was educated on them and I went to school and got all the certifications, but all of this stuff wasn't accurate as it is now. And one of the things was eat right and exercise. I'm quite sure a lot of us tried that, and you did it with me. And some of us hit our goals, some of us didn't. And I always wondered why. Now, at the ripe age of 21, I really have a clear understanding of why. And I'm gonna help you guys understand that. So if you guys remember me before boot camp, this is the sexy me in Duluth, Georgia, 360 pounds. And in boot camp, I lost the weight. And this is back in 2004, after I went to a boot camp and lost the weight. Now, here's my current situation, right? This was me last September of this year. Nice round stomach. So it says October. I took this picture on October 1st. 7 weeks later, lost all of that. I lost a total of 30 pounds. And if I showed you, and I may have a picture, if I showed you what I look like now, I'm even smaller than this with a flatter stomach. And I didn't do a whole bunch all I did was follow the plan, and it worked. I wasn't running up Stone Mountain, for all of you guys that know that. I wasn't running, because I don't run at all. Run my mouth, that's about it. I still do exercise, because that's just who I am. But I was able to lose 30 pounds in 7 weeks. I lost 25 pounds in 5 weeks. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do the same thing. It's very simple, nothing complicated. You don't have to even exercise, no calorie counting, no nothing crazy like that. So I'm gonna share that with you guys. So I want to find my unmute button, because I want to hear, we're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna talk like family, if y'all cool with that. Here's the mute. I'm trying to find where I can unmute everybody, because I don't always do this. I usually have someone do it for me. She's not here. Anyway, just unmute. Let's talk about weight loss goals and why now. And feel free to unmute and share what's motivating you to lose weight now. For some of us, it's health reasons. Some of us want to look better. It's summertime. Summertime's coming. It's Memorial Weekend. Who wouldn't mind being able to go back to your, I'm going to say it because this is my Atlanta family, your Freaknik days. Not what you did at Freaknik, just the body you had at Freaknik. Get off medications, as we mature and our health declines and we fall off. Some of us get on medications, develop chronic diseases. I talk to people every day that say, hey, I just need more energy, improve your self-confidence, fit your clothes better. And this is just a few: improve sleep and reduce snoring, better mental health, pain, joint pain, discomfort, enhanced mobility and physical functions. And this one should have been number one, your sexual health improvement. When you improve your weight loss and your body confidence, and you look like that filter that you use on Instagram, it improves your sexual health as well. Can anybody relate? Okay. I take it by the laugh that is somebody relate. So I want to ask you guys a question. What have you tried in the past and did it work? And I know if you did boot camp, I'm just going to make the assumption that worked because I'm biased. But since then, I've left Georgia in 2016. And a lot of you guys came to boot camp way before then, because I started in 2004, 2005. What have you been doing to keep the weight off? Anybody want to unmute and volunteer? Or what have you been trying? Go ahead. No volunteers. Just hit unmute.
Weight Watchers.
Weight Watchers. How's that going?
Very slow.
Very slow. Okay. Anybody else?
A lot of cardio.
How's that working out?
It's not what I thought it was gonna be.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely understandable.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Cardio, Weight Watchers. Nobody on here said
Fresh diets.
bad diets. Okay. Nobody on here said medicine and stuff like that, which is good.
I did phentermine.
Phentermine. All right. I was talking about phentermine today. How's that working out for you?
It worked, but now that I'm off of it, is trying to manage
Gotcha.
the weight loss.
Got you. Definitely. And I did phentermine, and I did Weight Watchers, and I did cardio. So I can relate to all of them. Phentermine made me constipated, made my breath stink. It is what it is. And raised my blood pressure. So those are some of the things that we tried. Anybody else? All right. So here's the health risk of being overweight and obese. And I'm quite sure all of you guys are familiar with all of these. Type 2 diabetes. As we mature, that becomes, a lot of people get type 2 diabetes. High blood pressure, heart disease, high cholesterol, gallbladder, fatty liver, cancer, osteoarthritis, and sleep apnea. These are all things if you're just a little bit overweight, which guess what? Unfortunately, over 70% of America is overweight and greater than 45% are obese. And I have an obligation to help people. That's just who I am. First, I had to help myself because I don't want none of this. Y'all can keep this. I don't want to give myself a shot, and I don't like to take pills. So some of the benefits is everything in reverse of that. Lower blood pressure, and I'll share my story with you guys in a second. Lower levels of triglyceride, which is your cholesterol stuff. Less risk of heart disease, improve mobility and reduce pain. Number one on the list, better sex. It improves your mood, improves your sleep, higher self-esteem, confidence in anything you wear or don't wear, and a sense of accomplishment. Can anybody think of any more benefits of losing weight? I'll tell you one. I like to walk. I walk my dog every morning. Well, I walk my dog probably 5 times a day. And I confidently do it without my shirt on. Because ain't nobody going to say nothing because I know everybody's looking. I'm just keeping it 100. That's the benefit of losing weight. All right. So how does Weight Loss Accelerator work? Weight Loss Accelerator, simple program. If you're going to take notes, this is some of the stuff you might want to write down. It has 3 phases. The whole program is 9 weeks long, and it's broken down in 3 phases. Phase 1 is 2 days long. Phase 2, the weight loss phase, is 40 days long. And the maintenance phase, which is phase 3, is 21 days. And I'm going to break down what each of these are. So it is like all of the long cardio and slow weight loss and people telling you, you only should lose 1 pound a week. That's bull crap. And I kind of fell into that. 1 to 2 pounds a week is safe, but it's not smart. I want the weight to go now. All right. So let's break all this down, how this works. Super easy. This is a weight loss accelerator kit. I'll show you if you guys can see my screen. It comes in a kit like this. It's in a box. You have 6 all-natural supplements. You get your client guide, which guides you through the whole program. If you've been in boot camp, in my earlier days, you used to get a client guide. I know how important that is to guide you through step by step. And then a cookbook and recipes, which I got a message from somebody on here today that says, bruh, those foods are good and they work. Because he lost 12 pounds in 10 days, but I'll go over his story too later. So phase 1, loading phase. Let me warn you that this is the first 2 days is the hardest part because you're going to do what you already do. You're going to overeat. Seems counterintuitive, but the reason we do loading, it's called the loading phase, is to confuse the body. Basically, we tell the body it's okay to release the fat, the weight and the fat, because we have an abundance coming in. So in phase 1, if you're a woman, you're going to eat 4,000 calories. That's for day 1 and day 2. If you're a man, you're going to eat 5,000 calories. That seems like it's a lot, but I can show you how to do it simple and like with a shake. If you have a Sonic shake, that's 2,000 calories by itself. So do 2 of those and you're done. What this does is prepare your liver, and your liver is like the garbage disposal of the body, to take in high volumes of fat and calorie, and the liver processes it. And what it does is it tells the body, the food that's coming in, we're not going to use that as energy. We're going to get our energy from the stored fat. That's why you'll start losing 1 pound a day. I don't know if anybody heard that, but let me say it again. You will lose 1 pound per day, every day. Some people lose 0.5 pound to 1 pound, but 1 pound a day is what you're going to lose. This is how I did phase 1. This is actually what I did. I had Sonic shakes, 1,950 calories. I ate Cane's because it's right here. And I went to Quick Trip. We have Quick Trip here in Phoenix. And I got some donuts. Y'all know when I was in boot camp, I used to leave boot camp and go get donuts. I wouldn't have never told y'all that, but I'll tell you now. But this is how I did it. I had 2 shakes, I had some canes, and I had some donuts. And that added up to my 5,000 calories. And that wasn't hard for me to do, but that's the hardest part of the program. After that, it's easy, easy peasy. Phase 2 is the reduction phase. During phase 2, the average weight loss is between 25 and 40 pounds. So if you have less than that to lose, let me address that now. If you have less than 25 pounds to lose, you can still do the program because it's going to fix you internally, and I'll go over that in a second. And then when you get to your weight loss goal, you just go to phase 3 on maintaining it. If you have more than 40 pounds to lose, you'll do phase 3 and then start the program again. Because at that point, you kind of got it. You got it. You just moving forward. I'm finishing my second round. First time I lost 30 pounds. This time I only lost 24 pounds. But my body does not even look the same. It don't look the same. So you must weigh yourself every day and stay on track. Stay motivated, and if you hit a plateau, we show you how to break that plateau. In this phase, you'll be eating regular food, no meal replacement shakes, no prepared foods, nothing that got to be shipped to your house. You're going to go right to Kroger, or what's the other store out there? Any grocery store, Walmart. You're going to eat regular proteins, fruits, vegetables, and drink water. Plus, you'll take the supplements. And you're going to burn fat as fuel. The body doesn't know the difference whether it's burning fat from food you're taking in or stored fat, but we're going to tell it where to do it because we're going to overload the liver. The easier source of food you take in, so even good fats are out in this program. So I get asked this every day. Can I eat good fats like avocados? No, because if you consume fat during a program to lose fat, then your liver tells your brain or your body, let's use the fat we're taking in. We don't want that. We want it to take the fat that we already have and get rid of it. And in this phase, here's how the supplements go. So I'm gonna make this super easy for you guys. There's 6 supplements here. In the morning, you wake up, you take your detox drops. So put them by the bed, take those first, before you even brush your teeth. Then after that, take weight loss and fat burner drops. Just basically put it under your tongue, take it tastes like raspberry. You're going to do that 7 hours apart. So after you wake up, you take your detox, take those 2. 7 hours later, you do it again. 7 hours later, you do it again. It's just that simple. After you eat your lunch, whatever time you eat lunch, you're going to take your vitamins, vitamin D3 and vitamin B12. That's going to help with your metabolism. That's going to help with energy. That's going to be a natural vitamins. It's just vitamins. What these are doing in the body, let me explain that. And if you're taking notes, take notes. One of the reasons why we get fat and we can't lose it is called weight loss resistance. This is something I didn't know until the last 2 years. Weight loss resistance. What happens is, as we're eating food, your body is metabolizing that food and turning it into something, whatever it is. Most of the time it's fat. And those fat cells go into your body, and the toxins that we're also breathing in and eating with the food, it's protecting that cell. As it's protecting that cell, it's not letting the nutrients from the food in that cell, and it's not letting the fats out of that cell. So they just accumulate, making us bigger and bigger, and over time, bigger and bigger and bigger. That's weight loss resistance. On top of that, we become inflamed. So we have to also deal with inflammation. So if you're not getting the nutrients, your body's not letting go of the fat because it's toxic and you're inflamed. How do you fix that? With these supplements and eating the foods we tell you to eat. This is reduction phase, and I'll get into that. Here's some of my foods. These are this is what I eat for breakfast, boiled eggs. This is chicken and cauliflower mash, grilled chicken salad. This looks like potato salad, but it's rutabaga. And believe me, I wouldn't have never, ever thought rutabaga tastes good because it don't even sound good, but it actually tastes like potato salad. Shrimp and vegetables. This is ground turkey, lettuce wrap, and berries. This is what I eat. And if you decide you have to cheat, because I get those calls, hey, I'm out, I forgot to prepare my food. What am I supposed to cheat with? Cheat with proteins. Deli meats, you know, turkey, chicken, roast beef, those are things you can cheat with. Boiled eggs, you can cheat with. Shrimp, chicken, you can cheat with, as long as it's a protein. And then berries. All berries you can eat all day, every day. I like to freeze mine. Now, phase 3. During phase 3, you can still be losing weight. I lost 3 more pounds in phase 3, or yeah, 3 or 5 more pounds in phase 3. But it's much slower because this is your maintenance phase. This is where your metabolism, maintaining your new metabolism is really important. So you cannot skip this phase. Most of the, I ain't gonna say most, 20% of the people that do the program, they have success, they lose the weight, and they want to skip phase 3 because it's like, I lost the weight, I'm good to go. No, you're not. We have to introduce foods back into your body slow. So after phase 2, you slowly start introducing fats and carbs back to your body so that your body doesn't get overwhelmed and put the weight back on. Because I know most of us have lost weight before, and you've lost weight and then gained it back fast. You did Phentermine, you did Weight Watchers, you did this program and that program, and then you gained the weight back. I understand why that happens now. That happens because we didn't introduce the foods back in a programmed way. And we're going to show you how to do all that. And it's very simple. And you won't ever gain the weight back. Let me say that again and write it down. Quote me on this. If you follow phase 3, this will prevent you from gaining the weight back ever again, because we're building good habits. You're going to see them as you go. And everybody on here knows, how long does it take to make something a habit? How many days to make a good habit?
1.
Somebody said
30,
30 days. How long is phase 2?
40.
Guess what? If you made it 40, you passed 30. Now all of this is pretty easy to follow because now we've built some good habits. And then this part is just 21 days long. And this is going to help you maintain it forever. Now, why does Weight Loss Accelerator work so fast and so well? Because we're resetting your metabolism. When you are done with this program, you will burn calories much more efficient. You'll see it on your everyday. You'll tell in your energy. You'll be able to tell in your sleep. You'll tell in your love life. You'll tell in every area in your brain health. All of these things will improve because your metabolism's improved. We're addressing inflammation in the body by detoxing the body, and the detox drops combined with our supplements and recommended food. This is not a detox like something you take and is going to make you poop. That's what most of us were taught. That's a form of detoxing. This is getting rid of the metals, all of the stuff we breathe in, herbicides, pesticides, and those come out through your sweat, through your breath, through your urination, as well as your bowel movement. All of this is happening all at the same time. And that's why, some people are like, well, I don't poop that much. It's okay, but you're sweating all the time because it's keeping your body cool. You're breathing. That's how you're getting rid of all of these toxins, which is reducing inflammation. And this part, really think about this part, is hormone balance. Women over 40, men over 40, we have to balance these hormones. So the hormone adiponectin tells the body to burn fat as fuel. Instead of taking the food and burning it, we're burning the fat you currently have and don't want no more. The hormone leptin tells your brain whether you're full or not. Think about all of these. Think about Phentermine. I'm going to pick on Phentermine, and then I'm going to pick on semaglutide and Mounjaro. These are drugs. All of them are classified drugs that people are taking, getting shots for, to control leptin. So it can tell your brain to not eat as much. That's a good thing, but the side effects are harmful, and they're harsh. They're very harsh. And I used to sell semaglutide. I'm not saying don't do it, but there's other options. So if we can tell the brain using our program not to eat as much, and it doesn't happen overnight, probably after week 1, you're going to find, hey, I'm not as hungry, because I thought 4 ounces, man, that's not enough food. After week 1, it's like, man, I can't even eat 4 ounces of protein and 4 ounces of vegetables. So let's look at some before and afters. I hate to see my picture like this. I swear I didn't want to take this picture at all, but my wife made me take it. But then after I saw the after, I was very pleased. And now I see the me now. I'm extremely pleased. But here's some before and afters. I just picked some people that did the program. You can see these are drastic changes. And all of these, every last one of these, is they did the program one time. Nobody on here. This is me the first time I did it, November 16th, right before Thanksgiving. Everybody on here did it one time. I didn't want to show you the results of people doing it more than one time because that would be deception, and I don't want to deceive you. So let's compare other programs and the prices, right? So other programs out there to lose 30 pounds, this is what it's going to cost you, and this is how long it's going to take. Zone Diet, we've all heard of it, $3,800, 30 weeks. Who has 30 weeks? 30 weeks is longer than 6 months to lose 30 pounds. That sucks. That's a pound a week. That's what the media tells us we need to be losing, a pound a week. The same with Jenny Craig, a pound a week, 4,300. Nutrisystem, and none of these are fat burning. Ours is fat burning. $4,000, 20 weeks to lose 30 pounds. Weight Watchers, $3,000. The person that said they tried Weight Watchers, how much did you pay? If you don't mind me asking, did you pay $3,000 or somewhere close to that, or not that much? Unmute for me. Whoever.
No, I don't think it was that much. Like probably some special just to get the free scale or something, and did it a few months, and it just didn't pan out for me.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you for that. Because I didn't know Weight Watchers was that much. I know when I did it, I didn't pay that much, but at the time I was a trainer.
No.
So I got hooked up. So let's look at what's popular right now. If you watch the news, in any case, semaglutide, Wegovy, Ozempic are what's popular. Keep in mind, these are drugs. So semaglutide drug and Rybelsus, Ozempic, Wegovy they are for managing type 2 diabetes. They also found out it helps with weight. It costs anywhere from $800 to $1,300 a month. Some people say, well, I have insurance. Well, if you have insurance and you don't have type 2 diabetes, you will not get this drug. You will not get your insurance company to pay for it. So you're going to have to pay out of pocket. Some of the risk of semaglutide. And I was warned about this when I was selling it by one of my colleagues who's on here. She said, Shannon, I don't know. That drug make people dizzy, fatigue, give them headaches, which I used it, so I got a headache, nausea, stomach issues, and then the constipation is horrendous. I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups, and I'm always giving advice to people on these because they're like, I'm constipated, I don't know what to do, and it's been weeks, 4 weeks since they pooped. And I'm like,
I have been trying to get to a Wegovy, and you're right, insurance won't cover it.
Yeah. How much does it cost?
I didn't even get that far because they denied me. My doctor had to write something to say why I would need it. I have PCOS, which kind of mimics diabetes. And they denied me. So they were doing another one. We'll see what happens. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So people I read this stuff all day, every day. Like I am consumed by it. And then you look at how much weight you can lose. Yes, there's a lot of people having success on these drugs. But let's see, in 4 weeks, 7.7 pounds. And that's very good if you need to lose weight. But in 4 weeks with us, you'd have been down 20-something pounds. It is what it is. Manjaro and terzipatide. So how much does these cost? $543 per unit. What is a unit? A unit is a shot. That means every time you get a shot, you're going to pay $543. Unless your insurance is covering it. If you're not type 2 diabetes, your insurance will not pay for it. And a lot of times, even if you're type 2, it may deny you as well. While not indicated for weight loss, participants treated with Manjaro lose about 12 pounds on average. Wait. Lose between 12 pounds and 25 pounds on average. We guarantee 25 pounds. That is my guarantee. 5 weeks, 25 pounds or your money back. And I wasn't going to tell you that this early, but that's how it is. So how much does our program cost? So right now it's Memorial Day weekend. So we give them $500 off. Here's what you get with our program. 6 all-natural supplements, which I've showed you guys. You get the cookbook, the client guide. Guess who you get as your coach? You get Shannon Michael Hamilton Sr. as your accountability coach. There's a lot of different coaches too, but you stuck with me. We have a private Facebook group with everybody in it, bunch of doctors, bunch of professionals, bunch of people who are on the program, actively on it. So you get full support. Then you get a mobile app. In that mobile app, mobile and desktop app, you can actually track your weight. You can track how you're doing in the program. We can see it too, so that we keep you on track as well, which is super important. And the program is normally $2,000. $500 off is $1,497. We do have a bunch of different ways you can pay, different payment options. So if you, and I know I run into this every day. I don't have $1,497. I want to do the program. I don't have $1,497 right now. Do you have payment plans? We do have a payment plan that covers just about any and everybody, which we'll share with you in a second. We do have payment plans. So before I share how to get started, I want to know, why are you a good candidate for weight loss? So basically what I'm going to do, somebody left me a chat. Let me see what that is. 30. Okay. Why do you think you would be a good candidate? Like, because there's people just like your insurance company deny you. There's people I think won't be a good candidate. One, if you tell me, I don't think I can stop drinking alcohol, you're not a good candidate. Or it's summertime, I'm going on vacation. So I address this in our Facebook group because I travel a lot and I eat out a lot. I mean, I just do. And it's never stopped me. I eat everywhere. I go to events, I go to games, I go to races, I go to everything. And I can honestly say there's always food for me to eat at those events, at those games. I go out a lot. I go out like 5 times a week, to be honest with you. And I eat food from restaurants that's clean eating, that's on our client guide, and I'm still losing weight. I went to Texas, came home, lost another 5 pounds. It was grandma's 95th birthday or something like that. Food everywhere, because we do everything with food. And I still lost 5 pounds. I went to Vegas the week after that, came back, I still lost 5 pounds. So when people say, hey, it's summertime and we're going to be doing vacation, that's an excuse. You can still lose weight. I got a friend on here right now who parties every night. His whole Facebook is restaurants. He just lost 12 pounds in 10 days. And he cheated. He told me that today. He said, I cheated a little bit, but he still lost 12 pounds. So why do you think you'll be a good candidate? Or who on here needs to lose at least 25 pounds? Anybody? It got quiet.
Yeah, I need to lose like 50.
Okay. So
50 pounds.
Between 50 and 60, actually.
Between 50 and 60. So let me ask this question, since you stepped up first. Do you think with my guidance, our coaching, and it's not just me, you're talking to me, that you can do this program. Can you take these drops? Can you open this bottle and put this under your tongue? I know that sounds silly, but can
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Mhm.
Do you eat regular food like that you buy from the store and that you prepare for your family? Because I know you have a family.
Well, not anymore. It's just me and my husband now. My kids are out the house. Yay.
What? Man, your
Yay.
kids was just babies.
Yay. Empty nesters. Um, yeah, I can. My problem is I know I need to be able to create an environment, and it's hard because when I am on my health kick, trying to do better, my husband may not necessarily be. And he'll bring if I go shopping, I won't buy the temptation, but because I won't get it, he'll go and buy it himself.
Oh, can I, is it okay if I address that?
Yes.
I live with that. I do. I swear to God, on everything I love, my wife brings home cheesecake, which is my favorite. Cheesecake. I'm trying to think of everything that's in the kitchen now. And we go out to eat, and she's not on a diet. So it's every day. I want to go get sushi. Let's go to the barbecue spot. She's Hispanic. I want to have Mexican food. And all of those things would normally be very tempting for me. I don't know what happened. I can't even lie to you, but none of that stuff tempt me. The first time, it was hard. Now, she can bring home whatever because I've made up my mind, and this is just real talk. I've made up my mind that I'm on this mission with or without her. And she does cook for me. She does cook healthy food for me. And then she eats what she want to eat. Sometimes it's what I'm eating, sometimes it's not. But you have to make up in your mind, hey, I'm on this mission. And those temptations are always going to be there. It doesn't matter whether it's at home, events, graduations, cookouts. I'm going to show you how to overcome that. And you don't have to change your lifestyle. That was my whole point in saying that. You don't have to change your lifestyle at all. I mean, there's going to be some tweaks, I can say, but I'm going to coach you through those things because I live them. Like I live them every day. And since October, I've lived them. There's Thanksgiving, there was Christmas, there was New Year's, there was Martin Luther King, wedding anniversary, Valentine's Day, all of these holidays, all of this stuff. You just have to learn how to navigate them, and they won't be a problem. I promise you. Only problem for some people they have to really make up their mind is alcohol. Because I don't drink, and I haven't drank since I started boot camp. So that kind of helped me. But outside of that, that's just a decision a person makes. I don't know if that helped.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with alcohol, so that would be easy.
Yeah, and for some reason, after my second week, I didn't have cravings. I didn't. And if you have cravings, and if you get hungry, you eat. This is not starvation. When you hungry, I'm gonna tell you the key to success on Weight Loss Accelerator is never get hungry. When you get hungry, Dr. Shermy, and I'm picking on her because she got hungry today and she called me, I'm losing my mind. Don't get hungry. Eat. When you hungry, eat. Eat proteins, eat vegetables, eat. Just don't get hungry. Always be ready. Always have your next meal ready. Because when you're hungry, that's when we make bad decisions. That's when you pull in Quick Trip and get that hot dog. And because it's two for $2.22, you go on and get two.
Now,
I still go to Quick Trip now.
I do have a question now that you were saying the food and fats and whatever and the protein. So I saw in phase 2 that it said to do like the proteins, the fruits and the vegetables. Would nuts be a part of that or no?
No, because nuts are fat.
Okay.
We don't want to put fat. We don't want to consume fat for at least 5 weeks. Just think of this. It's a 9-week program, but the weight loss portion is 5 weeks long. That's a
Okay.
month and a week. Can you focus for 5 weeks on eat? I mean, there's a lot of food that you can eat. I don't have the cookbook pulled up. There's a lot of food that you can eat that you already eat. You're just not going to do it with oils, no butters, and stuff like that, just for 5 weeks. And then you'll see the difference it makes. I'll show you how to prepare your food. Like people ask all the time, well, how do you cook shrimp without olive oil or something? I use lemon juice and water. And I season it just like I would normally season. And it actually tastes better because I can taste the full flavor of the food. But you don't want to put those fats in your body. It's just 5 weeks. 5 weeks, Tara, you'll be 40 pounds down. You ain't gonna want the rest of it. At that point, you're like, I'm good. I don't even want that other stuff. And you'll learn how to manage it.
I just started this too. I'm Dr. Shermy. I'm one of the coaches. I thought, well, I just wanted to lose about 7 pounds or so, but because I'm talking to patients about it, I wanted to experience it. And like I was telling Shannon, I made chicken yesterday and I seasoned the heck out of it. And then I just had a little bit of water on the bottom of the pan. And then it almost like, like a sous vide kind of thing, but the chicken tasted so good. And then I added some lemon juice and I just measured out my 4 ounces and then I had like cucumbers with it or something, so it was healthy and it tasted good. It like tasted fresh. And he's referring to today, I didn't eat my lunch because I didn't prepare it when I went to work and I just had some boiled eggs. I was hungry. So I stopped at the store and I got deli meat and spicy mustard and I'm eating roast beef and mustard in the car. and I was good, So it's preparation. And that's kind of what I'm seeing is like, you just got to prepare it and like take the food with you when you go to the office or whatever.
Perfect. So this is the question I had before I turned the share screen off is, everybody on here, this question's for everybody on here. You could type it in the chat. If you have 25 pounds or more to lose, it doesn't even, if you want to lose weight, do you think you can take these drops? Do you think for 5 weeks, you can eat regular food without oils and butters and sugars to achieve your goal? And then you'll learn, after that 5 weeks, we're going to learn you how to incorporate those things back so that you don't gain the weight. And then you just keep doing the same thing over and over. Does anybody in here feel that's too hard? If you do, say, hey, no, that's really hard. No, nobody said it's hard. Well, then you'll be successful. I'm just keeping it 100. You'll definitely be successful. And here's something I noticed. I would stand up and take my shirt off, but I don't want to kill y'all and y'all be all in y'all feelings. I look so good. I'm vain now, sorry. That you'll notice that if you have, I know a lot of women have the pooches and the pouches and the fat around your abdomen area, it's going to get a lot smaller because we're dealing with inflammation. All of that is inflammation. And as in the med spa industry, in the aesthetic industry, we use different tools to help reduce that. And if you had access to that, we can make it go faster, body contouring. But you don't need that once you start losing the weight. I'm telling you, you're going to see a physical change. Like if I go back to my picture, you've seen how big and round my stomach was. And then 5 weeks later, it's flat. It's like all of the fat was disappeared. And I had no hanging skin, nothing sagging or nothing like that. So you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. I know if it's hard until I try it. I won't know you won't know until you try it. Tyrone, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. You know I was gonna pick on you at some point. So I asked you to unmute. Tyrone, I want to hear your story. I want you to tell your story. And I'm going to tell y'all my backstory with Tyrone. We went to high school together. He's a Hall of Famer for the New Orleans Saints, the best team in the world, by the way. All y'all Falcon fans. No. Tyrone started about, tomorrow will be 2 weeks. 2 weeks since he got his kid. He got his kid on a Friday 2 weeks ago. So Tyrone, from there, you can share your story, if you don't mind.
No, how you guys doing? Just listening to this, and I talked to Shannon about it, got the kit, and because he guaranteed me, T, you're gonna lose this weight, because I had been having problems trying to, as a football player. I mean, a lot of times you'll see it, which is kind of crazy. You'll see like a lot of the linemen, guys, once they retire, for some reason, a lot of them lose weight. And for some reason, all of the skill position guys, your running backs, your receivers and defensive backs, we all gain weight, and it's gained over time. And so when you do dieting and other types of weight loss programs, we want to lose it quick. And a doctor friend told me, he was like, well, look, just try to lose 1 or 2 pounds a week, because you didn't gain all of that weight in a week. But we're trying to lose 20, 30 pounds in a week. And then that's the hard part about it. So when Shannon kind of told me and explained to me about this here, and one of my other issues is that a lot of times we can't, when we were playing, we were working out. That was our job, and that was a daily thing for us. But once you get out of sports and you get into the working world, or corporate world, and you're doing dinner lunches, meeting lunches and meeting dinners, and you're not able to work out, or you have to find time or make time to work out, it's kind of hard to do. And then that's how a lot of that weight starts to get on you. And then, like for me, I have issues where I have a torn rotator cuff, a torn labrum in one shoulder. My right shoulder has to be cleaned out. I have a left hip impingement. I have I've just gotten 3 or 6 injections in my knees over the last year, bad ankles or what have you. So a lot of that working out is out of the question. So really and truly, just sitting around and you're eating, and I'm constantly going out, and I live by myself. So I don't cook. I cook once every 3 months. So I'm always out eating at somebody's restaurant. And so a lot of that just happens to pack on pounds. So I went from playing at 183 to, what was it? Actually, even before I started Shannon's deal, I was up to 288. And I just started with Shannon's product, and actually I gotten down to about 279, I think, when we started. So within the last 12 days or 13 days, I'm down 13 pounds.
Come on, show him some love. And we just started. 13 pounds, 13 days, 1 pound a day.
And I'll tell you this, it's not easy. The loading part obviously is easy because you're just eating, that was the thing. But then when you get to those 4 ounces of food or protein, and like you're saying, you're going to go through those cravings or what have you, because you're not used to eating that little. But in actuality, those 4 ounces, like I actually cook some chicken breast with cauliflower, those red peppers, mushrooms or whatever, put it in the oven, baked it, and I used the seasoning or whatever, and it did taste good. But when you talk about 4 ounces, that was literally half a chicken breast. And I'm looking at this like, this ain't gonna satisfy me at all. When in actuality it did, but along with eating those vegetables. And so I've been trying to do that. Now I just went to a friend of mine who owns a restaurant. I'm like, look, I need your help, because I'm not doing all this cooking and I'm not going to the store. So I need you to start doing these meals. And I sent her Shannon's recipe book. And so she's going to start next week, basically doing my meals for me. So at least I'll have that in order, but I've eaten some candy, just at late at night to do that cheating. I've drank some, punch or whatever. So I even went to the club, and I was really surprised. I mean, at the club, I'm going to drink my Tito's and cranberry. And I left it alone. I said, look, I can't drink alcohol, but give me some fruit punch.
And he still lost 13 pounds.
And I still lost, and it was really surprising. So I say, you know, had I not, where would I be without that little cheating or whatever? But
did you disappear? You muted. Go ahead. Go ahead, Tyrone. You have muted.
no, I was just saying that's it. I mean, it definitely works.
So 13 pounds and he cheated. And we're on week 2. We still got 3 more weeks. So imagine where he's going to be. It's a pound a day. It works. Period. It works. I know Dr. Shermy has a lot of patients on it, and Debbie is just kicking ass and taking names. I could tell you 1,000 stories of people that use the product and get results, but none of that matters. It's all about you. You got to get started. You got to get on the program, and you got to get results. So what I'm going to commit to with everybody on here that wants to start, we'll follow up with you. You want to start, this is the action you need to take. Is the number that texts you to get you on here, reply to that number that you're ready. We have different payment plans. We got you. We got you. I personally, this is from me to you. If you follow this program and don't eat candy like Tyrone, and don't drink Tito's and cranberry or fruit punch, I guarantee you'll lose 25 pounds, or I will personally give you your money back because we don't deserve it. If we can't help you lose 25 pounds in 5 weeks and you followed the program, you deserve your money back. That's how I feel. And I will personally give it back to you. And I have to pay commissions and all of that stuff. And I can't take it back from them because they're going to spend it. But my point is, that's how confident I am in this program, because I see it time after time. I've seen Dorian lose 36 pounds, get off blood pressure medicine, reduce his insulin, get his swagger back. And there's a ton of people. I mean, I could go all day. Let me see. I've been doing a program for about 2 weeks. This is Dominique. I've been doing a program for about 2 weeks. I lost 13 pounds by working out and cutting my portions down before starting the program. I've only lost 7 pounds so far on the program, but actually didn't receive the cookbook. Is there something that I can purchase, just the cookbook alone? I can get you the cookbook, Dominique. Let me get you the cookbook. I'm about to send you a link, Dominique, so you can download the cookbook right now while we're on here. Bit.ly, WLA cook. Hold on. And it's case sensitive. So just click that link and you'll get the cookbook. And if not, just hit me up. I'll send you my cell phone number. I will get you the cookbook. The cookbook makes all the difference in the world. Why? Because I'm giving you guys the exactly what I ate. Thank you. I'm out at K-pop restaurant right now, so I won't be able to turn on my microphone. That's fine. That's fine. Any other questions? Anybody, any questions? I want to go back to my screen share because I don't remember where I was. Every time I do that, I mess up. So I'm gonna just stop the screen share. So basically, all you have to do, text the number that invited you to this call. I sincerely appreciate you guys participating. We're going to get you back to where you need to be. We're going to help you get to your goal and exceed your goal. I actually spoke with a lady today. I got another one a couple of minutes. I got to talk to in 2 minutes. This lady says she needs to lose 70 pounds. I committed to her. She's going to have to do the program twice. I committed to her by her birthday, September 24th. I will personally be responsible for her losing 70 pounds. And a lot of you guys know me and worked with me before. I take ownership and responsibility because I am passionate about it. And once I'm passionate about it, you can't shut me up. You can't shut me down. You can't shut me up, and you can't put me in the grave because I got a long life to live. So you owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family and the people that love you to take care of you. Real talk. We'll help you. I'll coach you. Dr. Shermy and I, we talk probably every day, multiple times a day. She's one of the doctors that if you ever have a question that I can't answer, I can always ask her or ask somebody. I got over 300 something doctors I can pick up the phone and call. But you got to get started. So just text the number back. No workouts required. Somebody asked that. No workouts, no calorie counting, no prepackaged foods, no meal replacement shakes. You're going to eat real food. Take the drops, and that's it. If you want to work out, oh, let me address that. If you want to work out, I work out. I do. You can. Going to ask that you don't do no boot camp style workout, which you're probably not doing anyway, but you don't have to do that. If you want to work out, just nice, slow pace workout, and you'll be successful. Any other questions?
I have a few questions.
Go for it.
So let's say if somebody was on the program and they came to me and said, okay, I messed up and, I wasn't prepared. Can I restart the program or should I go from here? What would you say to them?
Depending on how far in are they?
Well, let's say the first week.
Yes, I would tell them keep going.
Okay. And up until when would you say, okay, listen, you're about a month in and you're messing up.
Month in is too long because there's only 5 weeks. So anything past 2.5 weeks, I say, hey, let's restart. But that's why you have to have a coach. And I didn't coach all my clients initially. I can't lie to you.
Yeah.
I didn't. I gave them the plan and said, hey, you do it. Well, that's not going to work for most people because we're used to doing what we're doing. We have to monitor them. We have to put them in the Facebook group and we have to hold them accountable. Even my friend Tyrone, he's not on here now. The first couple of days, I called him every day, text him. Then I see him on Facebook, he's out at the club. He's out at dinner. He's out at this. Then I had to really like, Ty, come on, dog. Your results really matter because he's like a level celebrity in New Orleans. You have to have that level of accountability, at least when their first week. Then after that, but if they pass 2.5 weeks, it's best that they go ahead and load and start from there.
One more question. So can people, let's say someone comes to me and says, I'm on Ozempic. Can I still do the program? Okay.
Absolutely. Let me tell you why. I am running a case study with another doctor friend of mine up in Washington. And this is what he said. He actually uses semaglutide is what he called it, semaglutide. And he had one kit that I sent him, and he's doing a case study. And he started 2 people at the same time, which is only, the kit's only been here 3 weeks. The person doing Weight Loss Accelerator and semaglutide, that's what he called it, has outpaced that other person by, the other person may have lost 3 or 4 pounds. The person using Weight Loss Accelerator and semaglutide is over 20 pounds already. I'm waiting for this to really finish so I can really have some concrete numbers. But he's like, dude, whatever this is, it's worked way better. And everyone on semaglutide or one of those programs, the people, the providers, the doctors are not giving them coaching and instructions on what to eat. They don't have a cookbook. They don't have any guidance. They just say, hey, you're going to eat less. Because I did it. And the same doctor I'm talking about gave me the drug and I gained 10 pounds. My wife lost weight, but they're not getting the accountability, the instruction, and the coaching, that's why our program is designed that way. You got to have those elements.
I think another important thing that people aren't talking about is what happens when you get off of semaglutide, right? And I feel like it's kind of this big experiment. And as a physician, I can just say too, just because something is FDA approved does not mean that it's safe. There's been a lot of medications that were initially approved, and then they're like, oh, people are dying of heart attack. I guess we better take it off. So, you know, like just because semaglutide are like, oh, you can use it for weight loss, I don't think people know the long-term ramifications of it. You know, there's receptors in the body that are just not in your colon, small intestine. They're in other parts of your body, and it's like this. It's like a big experiment, and everybody just got so excited because of the weight loss, and they're like, "Oh, I want to do this." You know, I mean, it's obviously everybody has to make the choice for themselves, but I don't think that conversation is being had. Are you going to just inject yourself for the rest of your life? And your body is going to get used to it, so you are going to plateau. You know, so that's just something to be aware of if you're thinking about it, is just really educate yourself before starting it.
Yes. We do know this, and I don't knock their program, because I was one big advocate for the program. Your skin, it will age you. After 6 months to a year, if you're 30, you're going to look 40. If you're 40, you're going to look 50. That's one of the side effects. It messes up the elasticity and the collagen in your skin. That is a fact. I listen to it every day because, you know, Scottsdale, Arizona is a very vain place, and that's all they talk about on the news. Breasts, butts, skin tightening. So I don't want to hold you guys any longer. Any other questions? Any other questions, Bianca? No? Yes? No? I can't see you. You're I know your camera's on, but it's dark.
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yes, go.
Oh, sorry. So do those drugs like the Ozempic and the Mounjaro and all that stuff, do they burn muscle?
No. What happens is if a person's not working out, it does cause atrophy. It's not burning muscle. It's just atrophy is kicking in because you're not building muscle. That is, I'm glad you brought that up. That is another benefit of using Weight Loss Accelerator, because it's an all natural, it's not a drug. Whatever you have muscle-wise, you're going to maintain. It's not going to, atrophy is not going to kick in. You're not going to lose any muscle. And then the program is short. You got to remember, all those programs are lifetime, actually, lifetime. This is a short program to help you get to your goals naturally.
Also, I have a few clients that are a little confused about the dosing, and they're saying that they're basically burning through their drops a little bit faster than they thought they would be. I'm telling them to do the 45-degree angle, but I just wanted to make sure.
Yes, it happened to me. So it happened to me. Let me tell you what you have to do. So for everybody, this is a tincture, right? Inside this tincture, this is what your drops look like. You're supposed to take 7 drops. What do? We fill it up, put it under our tongue. Oh, like that. That's not what you're supposed to do. And if you read the guide, I tell people, take it out, get a spoon, put your 7 drops in a spoon like that, then take it. The reason why is this is supposed to last you 40 days. If you just don't measure it, just like anything else you don't measure, you're going to run out faster. And I say that in the client guide, but to be honest with you, I still don't do it. I'm just being honest. And I don't do it because I got all of those back there. But, you know, it's an expensive supplement. So put it in a drop, put it in a spoon and measure it. Otherwise, you may run out fast. No, you will run out fast.
So I was looking at the detox drops, and they said in the beginning you start with 5 if it's like too strong. Is that correct? And then
you don't have to. It's not that strong. Well, I can only speak for myself. Some people tell them to do it, 5 drops instead of 10. But I just did 10.
Okay.
I started with a whole thing of it. I'm just that way. But some people, if they're sensitive, they can start out slower. It's not going to affect them one way or another, based on my experience. Measure them by dropping it into, this is Melissa. Measure them by dropping it into a teaspoon and counting it, and they won't run out. Yes, because I ran out my first time.
Yeah.
Recap how to maintain the weight loss, please. How do you maintain the weight loss? So after you finish phase 2 and you get to phase 3 is your maintenance phase. Basically, you're going to eat what you're already eating, but then you can start slowly introducing carbs and fat back into your diet. In our client guide, it tells you how to do it. It's not like, okay, and I'll tell you, I actually did this. I finished, and then we went to the movies, and I ate popcorn. Don't freaking do that. I gained 5 pounds in 3 pounds in one day. I did lose it 2 days later, thank God, but my body wasn't ready for carbs and butter yet. So you have to slowly introduce it by adding, let's say rice, adding a half a cup of rice in one meal during the week. Add that with a half an avocado in week 1. Week 2, you may do that 2 or 3 times in a week. You want to introduce those fats and carbs back into your diet slow so that you don't gain the weight back fast. Because we all know what that's like. You lose weight, you go out to eat, and then now you're 10 pounds heavier. And
Are you still taking any of the supplements in phase 3?
Yes. So in phase 3, so for me, I'm taking this. This is called Green Supreme, which is coffee bean extract. You take this 30 minutes before your lunch, 30 minutes before your dinner. I still have vitamin B12 and D3. You just take these until you finish them. These, because you're only doing these once a day, whereas the other ones you're doing twice or 3 times a day, these just run out slower. And this, you're probably, by the time you get to 21 days, you're still going to have half of the bottle left. And you can keep going if you want to. Most people stop, but you don't have to.
Would you mind going over, like, if someone hits a plateau? Like, would you mind going over, like, what they would do if they hit the plateau?
Absolutely. When a person hits a plateau, what is a plateau? If you do not lose if you don't lose weight for 2 consecutive days, that's why you weigh every day, that's called a plateau. What we recommend is intermittent fast the morning of, because you're going to do what we call a plateau breaker, intermittent fast. Then you're going to have that day 6 green apples, not red, not blue, not purple, not candy apples, 6 green apples, and you're going to eat lean steak for lunch and dinner. That's it. I guarantee you that next day you'll be down 2, 3, 4, 5 pounds. It breaks the plateau.
Steak?
Huh?
Does it have to be steak? Can you have like chicken?
Steak. You need that beef.
Okay.
Now, what do you do if you're a vegan and you hit a plateau and you're a vegan? Then you have to use Sun Warrior protein is what we recommend. But the green apples, they work magic in the body. I've done the plateau breaker once, and golly, that next day I was like, actually, when I ate the popcorn, I think I gained 5 pounds. I'm like, oh shit, I can't tell nobody I gained 5 pounds. I just lost all this weight. I did a plateau breaker that Saturday because we went to the movie that Friday. And on Monday, I was down further than I was before we went to the movie. Because I was scared, to be honest. And the steak I had was a sirloin, I think, something like that. A very thin sirloin, because after a while, you don't eat as much.
Thank you.
All right, next question. I am here to answer your questions. Okay, that was it. That was the question. Recap how to maintain the weight loss. Maintaining it is easy because after the 30 days, because you're still on the reduction phase, your body has adjusted and your metabolism has adjusted. Your cells have adjusted and your body's metabolizing food a lot better. So you're accustomed to eating 4 ounces of protein. And believe me, like Tyrone said, it don't seem like it's a lot because we don't really measure our food. But once you start eating it, it's like, damn, I can't even eat 4 ounces. It's too much. There's a lot of times I had to split 4 ounces of meat and 4 ounces of vegetables into 2 different meals. Still had to eat it. I had to put it into 2 meals because it was too much. And I'm like that now. I don't always eat 4 ounces. Sometimes it's too much. And that seems weird because I'm a big dude. But it's what it is what it is. Any other questions? If you are ready, like I said, text the number that texts you where you got this message from and how you ended up here. I'm going to do these every week. Once you're in our Facebook group, I do videos probably every day inside of our Facebook group, touching on all the subjects, touching on all the questions. There's sometimes stuff come up and I have to get consult on it. I'll find out, record a video, and then when you have that question, I'll just tag you in that video. It doesn't stop here. It starts here, and then there's much more education, much more coaching, because somebody's got to kind of hold your hand. Will you text the payment plans? Ivan, Tara, Ivan's my right-hand man. She wants you to text the payment plans. We'll text it just text it to everybody. If you got take a screenshot of everybody.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, he will send this out to you guys. And I do these calls multiple times a week. So if you need to hear it again, because something didn't sink in, just text him, ask Ivan, he's actually running all my stuff. When is the next one? Or I can actually send you a video or answer any questions you want, because it doesn't stop here. It starts here, and then I'm there to coach you every step of the way. So with that said, everyone, thanks again. This meant the world to me to see you guys. I haven't seen some of y'all in years. I definitely appreciate you, love you, and can't wait to see you transform to who you want to be. Anything else? All right, everyone have a great night, and I will see you inside the Facebook group when you get started. All right, bye-bye.